Well, I've been stitching away and I have finished this pouch and I wanted to show it to you. Now I've left the sides raw, just raw edges, and I thought that that fit the fabric for this and it looked really good. Gives me really a boho feel to this, I think. Let me show you what I did for the closure on the front. I did use that piece that I spoke about and I did sew it on there. And I added an old vintage pin, and I pinned it on and then stitched it too, so that would be very secure. It has a Velcro closure, and the inside is cotton fabric. Okay. It closes with a little bit of an angle to the top, which I like really well. And like I said, I left the edges very raw and just sewed them together. Then did an overcast on the top part. Okay. And this is still a raw edge too. This is a pretty good sized pouch. Let me measure it for you. It is about 9.5 inches by 8. So let's say a good 8 by 9. Nice clutch. This would be a beautiful special occasion bag to take. Wouldn't that be pretty to a pool party or garden party or just an outing, luncheon with the girls? Wouldn't you have something special to take? I'll just love that. All right. Till next time, let's stay scrap happy. This is the next pouch up in the pouch challenge for here at Icky Chic. Quite long, and I haven't folded it up yet. I'm still working on it. I got the inside lined and my sewn. Let me show you what my back is looking like. This was a piece of fabric. It wasn't long enough in itself to make a big enough piece. So I did a fiber art piece and I sewed it to the end. And when I fold it up, we'll see. Now, right now, I am casing the sides of this piece. And I'm doing it with a piece of, get it here, a piece of a dress my daughter gave me out of her closet. And this is a knit. It's all these beautiful colors which go just really well, I think, with this. They're colorful, but they're dark. Lots of black in there to play in with this. So I'm casing these 3 sides. Now, what I will be doing once I get that done is I will be, pulling it the other way, excuse me. I will be turning this upwards. I'm thinking that I'm going to leave just a little bit of this part at the bottom here, and then bring this over the top. And of course, like I do with all of mine, I will put something decorative here. I can even bring it a little more up, which might work on this. In fact, I like that better. And it makes a really nice clutch, deeper, longer. Okay. And I'll put a Velcro on it. So it has this beautiful fiber art front. It has this beautiful fabric on the back, lined in this colorful knit. Okay. All right. That's what I'm working on, and I will be working on that some more, getting it finished, and come back and show you this pouch completed and what I'll be doing after that. So how many have you made this year so far? I'm going to have to count. I think I'm up to quite a few, but I'll count and tell you when I come back with this. All right, till next time. Well, we want to look at some more pouches here. One is finished and another one beginning. This one was the one where I had made the fiber art piece and sewed it onto this piece of fabric because it wasn't long enough on its own. So I made the fiber art piece and sewed it on so that I had something to fold up. Okay. Then I just folded over the envelope part, and you can see the embellishment that I put on here. And I added just a few little sequins to give it a little glitz there. And I did case this all the way around, except up the fiber art side, because that I wanted that to stay rough like it was. Okay. Then I went and I overlapped the top up here with a nylon thread, and which created a nice little glitzy finish to that. Okay. And so it's very substantial, nice and deep. I'll show you how deep. I can't remember exactly, so let's, it's 7 by 8.5. 7 by 8.5. Nice, nice clutch pouch. Beautiful. All right. Now, let's see. Did I have another one I wanted to talk about? No, I don't guess I did. I guess that was the end of that one. All right. So, all right. Till next time. You know the drill. Stay scrap happy. Hi, everybody, and welcome. We're going to do another pouch. I am having so much fun this year with the pouch challenge here because I am just, racking my brain to make as many different pouches as I can, decorate them different, use different fabrics and everything in order to give you guys a spark of inspiration and just have some fun with our scraps. Now, definitely I'm making all these pouches out of reclaimed clothing or scraps of fabric that I have. Now, this is part of an old flannel shirt that I am going to reclaim and upcycle. As you can see, it's had some wear, and I like that because I like the fact that it doesn't look new, it looks vintage, because what I'm going to try to do is use a base of something that is old and not considered very glamorous, and see if I can glamorize it by what I put on it. So let's see if that works, okay? And a lot of times, I've seen a lot of people work with denim and lace and things like that. That's another good way to do that. But I thought I'd just try it with flannel because that's very easy. Now, as you can see, all I've done so far is pin it to a piece of batting. And I just used the approximate length that was on here that I had. That was right at 20 inches by 9 inches. Very, very close to that. And I did try it out just to see that if I turned it up and then a flap down, would I get a nice sized clutch? And I do. So that's what I wanted to do here. Clutch or pouch, whatever you want to call them. So this is my starting base. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just using the lines as a guide, and I'm just going to be stitching across this to secure it well to the batting. And then I will decide what my decorative element's going to be and go from there. I haven't decided on an inner fabric yet or anything like that. So, okay, that's my beginning, and I'll be back with a little progress soon. Okay, we're continuing on our flannel clutch pouch that we're making. And remember I said I wanted to do a little something glamorous. Now, glamorous for most people means satins, laces, and so forth. You know, fancy fabrics of all kinds. And that's true. I mean, I know that I consider that glamorous too. But sometimes just contrasting something like a worn, faded flannel with an intricate floral design, I mean, that can be glamorous in itself. When we fold this, let's, where is that? It could be about like that, something like that. That is going to look really nice on this flannel, isn't it? It is so pretty. Let me bring you down. You can see the different textures, the soft muted colors. They add a glamorous effect. They don't really detract from the look. It all looks vintage. It all looks worn. That's because of the color combinations that I chose to make the flower out of. It's not fighting with the flannel. It's actually complementing it. So this is going to end up being very pretty. I love it already. So I'm stitching it right now, and you can see where I am at a double row here on this little touch of brown I have. I'm putting a blue on the blue. I'm putting a coordinating thread on this orangey color, and I will be putting the cream color on the lighter ones. Now, I'm also thinking about adding a little bit of this little bit of trim I have here. It's all I've got left of it, but it matches really well. And so I think that would add just a little touch of what I need to glamorize it up. All right, I'll work some of this off camera and come back and show you what I'm doing. All right, till next time.